You've probably been told something that isn't entirely true about time management. All the planners, the apps, the color-coded calendars, they promise control, right? But how often do they really work for you? You set up a perfect plan, and then one unexpected email or one meeting that runs long throws everything off. Sound familiar? Here's the twist. The problem isn't your tools. It's not even your discipline. It's something much deeper. The real secret to taking back control of your time? It's about managing your mind, not your minutes. Stay with me because in the next few minutes, I'm going to share psychological hacks that can rewire how your brain sees time, and one of these tricks will completely change the way you approach your to-do list forever. Section 1. The attention shift. Manage focus, not the clock. Here's the first mind shift. Stop managing time. You can't. Everyone gets the same 24 hours. What you can manage is your attention. Think of attention like a fuel tank. Every decision, every notification burns that fuel. Here's a question for you. If your attention is the real currency of productivity, how are you spending it? Most of us act like all tasks cost the same, but they don't. Writing a report and answering a quick email? Different energy levels entirely. So instead of a simple to-do list, think in terms of focused demand. And here's the mythbuster: multitasking doesn't save time. Neuroscientists call the penalty for switching between tasks the switching cost. Every switch drains your brain. That's why your first move is simple. Create focus blocks for one single task. Turn off distractions. Close those tabs. Guard your attention like treasure. But what about procrastination? Even when you have time, why do you delay the important stuff? That's our next trick, and it's not what you think. Section 2. Defeat your future self. The procrastination hack. Here's a question. Why do you think you procrastinate, even on tasks you know are critical? It's not laziness. It's psychology. You're outsourcing hard work to future you, a version of yourself you imagine will magically be more motivated. Spoiler, that version doesn't exist. 2 hacks can fix this. First, the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. It stops small things from cluttering your mind and triggering avoidance. Second, tackle the hardest thing first, a concept famously called eat the frog. Why? Because that hard task sitting on your list is stealing your mental energy all day. Do it first, and you win the day before lunch. Now, what if I told you there's a way to literally bend time in your favor? Sounds impossible? Wait until you hear this next principle. Section 3. The time-bending illusion. Master Parkinson's Law. Have you ever noticed how a 2-week deadline somehow always takes 2 weeks, even if the work could be done in 3 days? That's not an accident. It's Parkinson's Law. Work expands to fill the time you give it. Here's a question. What would happen if you gave yourself half the time for the same task? You'd find a way to make it happen. Short deadlines create urgency, which kills procrastination and forces focus. So here's the hack. Set artificial deadlines. Tell yourself, I'll finish this draft in 90 minutes. Then set a timer and go all in. This isn't a marathon, it's a mental sprint. And when you do it, you'll be shocked at how much you can get done. But what about those moments when your brain just can't switch gears? That's where the next mind trick comes in, and almost nobody talks about it. Section 4. The mental gear shift. Cognitive flexibility. Ever finish a meeting and struggle to get back into deep work? That's cognitive friction, the cost of poor mental shifting. The fix? Build mental clutch moments. Here's a question. How do you signal to your brain that one task is done and another is starting? Answer: with tiny rituals. When you finish a task, pause for 60 seconds. Acknowledge completion. Then say out loud, "Now I'm starting X." It sounds small, but it prevents the fatigue of constant context switching. Now, even with all these hacks, you'll fail if you don't master one final principle: how to filter your priorities. Let me show you a mental image you'll never forget. Section 5. The pickle jar model. Picture this: a big, empty pickle jar. Next to it, big rocks, pebbles, and sand. Rocks, it's your biggest priorities. Pebbles, smaller tasks. Sand, distractions. Here's a question. What happens if you fill the jar with sand first? You guessed it, no room for the rocks. So reverse it. Schedule your rocks first, then pebbles, then let sand trickle in. It's a mental filter you can apply every time you're about to do something. Ask, is this a rock, a pebble, or sand? So, what have we learned? Manage attention, not time. Outsmart procrastination with small wins and the hardest first rule. Bend time with Parkinson's law. Shift mental gears intentionally. Protect your rocks with the pickle jar model. Start with one hack today. Just one. Then tell me in the comments, which one will you try first? I read every single one. If this helped you, hit like and subscribe for more psychology-backed strategies. Because the truth is, productivity isn't about doing more, it's about thinking differently.